900 soldiers. Surrounded by 40,000 enemies. No reinforcements. No communication. No way out. This wasn't supposed to be a battle. It was supposed to be a massacre. But what happened that night would shock the world. April 22, 1951. Yongkyon, South Korea. The Korean War had entered a deadly new phase. Under the cover of darkness, tens of thousands of Chinese soldiers moved silently through the mountains. Their mission: break through the United Nations line. And at the center of that line were 900 Filipino soldiers. They were the 10th Battalion Combat Team. Volunteers. Every single one. They had already proven themselves in battle. Fast, aggressive, fearless. But nothing could prepare them for what was coming. Because this wasn't just another fight. This was an entire army, coming straight at them. At exactly 8 p.m. the sky exploded. Artillery shells rained down across the hills. The ground shook. The night lit up with fire. Then came the worst news possible. The units beside them were retreating. The Turkish brigade pulled back. The Americans fell behind. And just like that, the Filipinos were left alone. Within hours, the situation collapsed. Chinese forces flooded through the gaps. From the right. From the left. From the front. They were everywhere. 900 men. Now surrounded by 40,000. Cut off from command. No backup coming. Only one option remained. Hold the line, or be wiped out. The attacks came in waves. Thousands of soldiers charging through the darkness. Gunfire echoed across the hills. Explosions never stopped. But something incredible happened inside the Filipino lines. The cooks picked up rifles, and fought. The medics dropped their supplies, and fought. Clerks. Drivers. Radio operators. Every single man picked up a weapon. Even the chaplain put down his Bible and joined the battle. There were no roles anymore. No support units. Just 900 men fighting for each other. On Yultong Hill. The most critical position. Filipino troops were trapped. Surrounded. Running out of ammunition. Their commander had fallen. And help wasn't coming. Then one man made a decision. Captain Conrado Yap. He had been ordered to retreat. To fall back and save what was left. But that meant leaving his men behind. He refused. Instead, he did the unthinkable. He ordered a counterattack. Yap led his men forward. Straight into enemy lines. Against impossible odds. Tanks rolled into the darkness. Gunfire blazing. Explosions all around. Yap stood exposed on his tank. Firing into the enemy. Not hiding. Not retreating. Leading from the front. The Chinese were stunned. No one attacks an army this size. But the Filipinos did. They broke through. They reached the trapped soldiers. And they brought them home. But victory came at a cost. As the last men were being rescued, Captain Yap was hit. He died on that battlefield. Making sure every one of his men survived. By morning, the impossible had happened. 900 Filipino soldiers had stopped 40,000. They held the line. They saved thousands of Allied troops. And they proved something the world would never forget. Years later, General Douglas MacArthur would say, "Give me 10,000 Filipinos. And I will conquer the world." This wasn't just a battle. This was Yultong. And this was what courage looks like.